Okay, I slack in. Let me check. See if we're live. Okay, we are live on Akion. So we're simultaneously streaming. One thing, follow us. All right, slack here. All right. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good here. And we're gonna bring it out. All right, shalom, 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 shalom. We're the brothers out here in El Paso, Texas, bringing out this gospel, this truth, highway and byway, through the work of the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach. Okay, letting the 1/3 of the hopefully lack of Yashar know of the great dangers that is before the tribe of Israel, and also warn these 2/3 out there. Okay, that Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, okay, has it in for you, and he's gonna destroy you very soon if you don't repent and come into the house of Israel here and repent from all your wicked resting nations out here. Okay, you're all gonna be part of that lake of fire that's gonna be taking over Great Babylon, America. So before we get started here, you walk during order two. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshua, Bashir, Kakudash. Double honors to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, and likewise, brothers are here putting out this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep unto you, brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. All right, we got a lot of things going on here now, as you already know. We've got that issue that's going on over there in France. That little murder that went on. So that was the little boy that was on kill.
Yeah, so-called Morocco native. He could have been a chick, but they're saying in the media that that was a racially motivated murder, and now they're in the midst of martial law down there because Macron is talking about a 9 o'clock curfew. You know what I'm saying? So you got a whole bunch of looting going on, churches, schools, and police stations being lit on fire down there in France. Then so civil unrest is rampant down there in France. Okay, then you got similar protests in London and Germany. Okay, so this is the second entrance, 15 to 16 means spread out before very out. Coming to a city near you in Babylon the Great.
Because to get here is unlike in America where Jake, tuck his tail between their leg, go and look for a lawyer to go do a little lawsuit or something like that. These other nations, so these other people, these other places like that, they deal with that systemic racism in a different way. And what you are going to have when you go into the book of 2nd Ezra 15, starting in verse 15, it says, "For the sword and their destruction draw it nigh, and one people should stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there should be sedition amongst men, and invading one another, they should not regard their king nor princes, and the cause of their actions to stand in their power." Now you are going to have, this goes in two folds here. You're going to have the people or the regular citizen of that nation that's going to stand up against their government. For example, here in America, once these Edomites, these so-called white people, okay, the people who profit from Great Babylon, the life of Great Babylon in America, notice that their life, because it's going on a dream that the government, it's not working in their best interest. They're going to turn against them. You got those guys called the Power Boys, the left wing, right wing, whatever the hell you want to call these guys. Okay, and then you're going to have the people who have always been under the oppression, which is going to be what they call a minority group, who are going to look and say, well, okay, the government is no longer providing these subsidies. All they're doing is murdering our people. So you're going to have that intolerance, because these cops murdering and killing, okay, people just like that is going to take place also here in Great Babylon, America. Okay, because at some point in time, these cops over here are going to have to lay pause on these Edomites. They're going to have to. And when they do, and I watched a video the other day, and I hope to get a clip of that and put it up and show this Edomite, man. I mean, pure demon inside of this woman, man, because she's talking to these Edomite cops, calling them shit and nothing and worthless and all that stuff because she's a privileged Edomite. And she's spitting on them, biting them all, kinds of crap and stuff. This is what they're gonna have to put up with. At some point in time, these cops, okay, these law enforcement, it's gonna have to lay paws on these Edomites. When they do, boy, you're gonna see what hell looks like, okay? Okay, and a lot of these cops, see, that's why they hesitate about that, because they know damn well, okay, their own are just like them. Storm cold blooded killers, okay? And it's not gonna be like Jake where you kill when you put Jake down, where the whole world is against Jake. You put anyone put one of us down there, we're so-called Negroes. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody will give two flying crap about us. Our life is worth nothing in Great Babylon, America. But for Edomite, especially a well-to-do Edomite, that's a whole different story. You got anything on?
This is Sirach 10 and 2, but I'm starting from the top. All right. This is the book of Sirach chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Right? Prudent essentially means knowledge, like a synonym for wisdom and knowledge. Right? That's part of that vision. You know, that's why in Proverbs it says that where there is no vision, the people perish, man. Okay? That is the kingdom of heaven. Right? Because these people, the hope of these people, with the vast majority of the world, lies within Esau's so-called white supremacist beast system. Okay? You know, through the wine of Babylon the Great. All right? That wicked carbon cast over the entire earth. All right, so now we're seeing insights like never before that the sedition amongst men, okay, people rising up against these wicked, corrupt, tyrannical governments that they're coming to find out never had the best interests at heart. Okay, this is Sirach 10 and 2. As a judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. In what manner of man and ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell there. Okay, like I said, Proverbs 29 now as well. You know, where it says, when a wicked ruler hearkens to lies, all of his servants are wicked. Roughly. Okay, and that would include the law enforcement, the military of this beast system. So a lot of them. That's why the badge that on the cop uniform, all right, is really the shield represents the shield of the Rothschilds, man. Okay, all right. Also, similar to the coat of arms symbol of the Free Masonic Rosicrucian Order of the Wicked Elite. All right. Case in point. So the motto of these cops to protect and serve is pertaining to the Wicked Elite, international crime banking families, not the people. Okay, that's what people are coming to find out more and more. Okay, these cops don't give a fuck about you. Lighting out. Some of them are they're decent people. They're in it for the paycheck. A lot of them are doing they're fruit beastmen. Okay, but it says here, it said regards to the sword that the brother brought out in 2nd Ezra 15, they're going to be heavily involved in utilizing that sword amongst the citizens, man. Okay, in a martial law, all right, is the military is going to be heavily involved. All right, and putting you people down. You undesirables, you goyim, okay? This is Sirach 10 and 2. As a judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Right? Oh, this is why in the midst of civil unrest coming to America, Babylon the Great, okay? You people that believe in this place, all right, are going to be a part of that great slaughter coming by the sword. This is the book of Job, chapter 19, verse 29. It reads, "Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know that there is a judgment." Right? Because the sword is an instrument of death. An instrument of death is going to slay a good number of the people of the land, because these people are predestinated, preordained to have their names written in the earth for destruction, for marveling after this beast system, like it's prophesied in Revelation 13 and 3. They're all the miracles of Esau through his beast system, man. Also spoken about in Revelation 16 chapter. And it reminds me of this movie coming out, Oppenheimer. Okay, I believe at the end of this month. All right, and it's about those same miracles, man. All right, how Esau, was blessed with not understanding on the left hand side of create an atomic bomb. Okay, and a weapon of mass destruction brings forth its own destruction, right? That has been further modified into what the hypersonic missiles and these ICBM missiles, man. All right, because like I said in Psalm 10 chapter, let the wicked be taken and the devices they have imagined against the good.
Yep. All their own craftiness is going to go against them. They don't understand that. Okay. And these people who sit down right now, continuing on here, this second Ezra 15 and verse 18, it says, for because of their pride, the city should be troubled, the houses should be destroyed, and men should be afraid. And why is the Lord, why is he saying that? Okay. Like I said, talked about earlier, those martial laws, you have the national guard, which is going to be, okay, implemented across these states. In all these states, the government is a commanding chief, okay, of their military force, which is their national guard, or state national guard. Okay. Simultaneously, you can have the active duty, okay, putting out, okay, or supplying the national guard with these up armor tanks, okay, these up armor APCs and these Hummers, okay, to go out there to go and do these things. And you have right now what is going across the border, they're saying these Chinese migrants who are suspiciously look like international service members, you know, over here. So even if the regular American troops don't want to go against a citizen, they have these foreign nationals that are going to come over here and actually do it.
That's right.
Okay. And not to mention the fact that they have these androids or these cyborgs that they're building, and they're actually more advanced than people think to go and do that. So when they talk business, and you Jakes out there, we warn you, you doggone carnal niggas out there, man. Because y'all gonna get into the foray of all of the looting and store flashing and stuff going on, like which is going on in France right now. And you gotta think twice about this, because those things, once those are destroyed, nobody's gonna rebuild them again. Nobody's gonna rebuild them. Once the supermarket is raided and everything is on the ground and you didn't burn the stores down and everything like that, there's nobody's gonna come out and fix that. Okay? So now you're gonna have an economic crisis, or not economic, but you're gonna have a crisis of lack of food. Okay? The meantime, the goods there, but lack of food. And everybody out there getting in the foray of things like that. When they tell you to stay in your house, they mean business. They're gonna shoot you down. Because they're already looking at Jake as actually the problem right now. Okay? That's why they keep coming and buzzing heads about reparations. And what that put in people's head is these Edomites and these other nations that are here, these Edomites, they're gonna go, my parents came over here as Irish immigrants, blah, blah, blah. We work street dogs, and all these people want free shit. Okay? So that's what they're looking at. They're looking at us as just what? Somebody that wants free shit. The immigrant, the Jason who's jumping across the border, they look at you, this tribe is cockroaches, man. Yes, so you doggone Latinos, you walk around with your light brown skin and you assume that you're much better off than the so-called Negro, the dark-skinned so-called black man. It's like, no. It's just going to be very obvious if Jacob Shuffle because got a sheer number of Latinos that's going to get put to death here, man. That's what's going to create that terror and that horror. And that's how we really going to know about Jacob Trouble, because of the sheer amount of you that are here. You got, what, 90% of people here are Latinos? So what do you think happened here in El Paso? Who's actually going to be terrorizing who? Latinos. Every time I look at on the news and I see deaths out here, it's always Latinos. Latinos and Latinos. You got Latinos, what's Latinos today? It certainly sounds like putting Negroes to death, so-called Negroes to death, because there's not enough of us out here. Most of the Negroes are here chilling out.
Oh man, these so-called Latinos not putting themselves to death. The Most High, Yahweh Shemeshai is having them die in strange calamities. Like I noticed, a lot of these strange calamities that have taken a lot of these so-called Latinos down here has been car accidents. Man.
Yeah, I noticed a lot
of driving senses.
Yeah, a lot of car accidents. A lot of death. There was like, I think it was the death, a couple of deaths this week. Lot of death by car accidents, man. Shootings, stabbings, all kinds of stuff. And this is El Paso, a very small little city, little place, and yes, you have that calamity going on out here, harmonious. But this is what's going to take place here, because a place like this is going to have minimum resources And then you got like a place like Beaumont, Texas, which is not too far from here. What are you gonna do? Go to town to that? Man, they can be making you the short gun out there, man. Okay? And it says a man should have no pity upon his neighbor, but should destroy the house with the sword. A spoil that does because of not the burden of great situation. So there ain't gonna be no sharing out here. Nobody can show up to work and pick up no garbage. I see Jason just throw garbage on the ground. These people just throw garbage on the ground. What do you think that's gonna happen? Okay, diseases and animals are gonna be coming out. Okay, so you get a whole other set of issues. Okay, nobody's gonna give you their last bread, man. No boy, when they realize what's going on like that, maybe the first week or so you can have like a little bit of sharing and caring. After that, it's gonna turn very, very hostile very quick because of what they said, waxing the love of many waxing cold. Man, it's gonna be crazy out here. You got it. All right. Oh, go ahead now.
Yeah, there's something that came out recently. It's kind of disease has been killing like dolphins. Came out like a few days ago. Trying to find out. Of course, you saw those hiding shit. But things like malaria.
Oh yeah, there's a malaria outbreak. There's some of that in New York where there's these gnats-like creatures that are in the billions, man, that are suddenly just came out of nowhere out in New York. And I mean, it's going up people's nose, their eyes. They're talking about malaria right now. Malaria cases in actually in Nashville, Tennessee. Malaria. Malaria shouldn't be here in America, but yes, so you have malaria in Great Babylon, America. Okay, and malaria does a wonder if you go, go check it out. Just Google it and go look at the symptoms. It attacks your kidneys and your liver. Okay, and a lot of you are thinking to yourself, well, I can go to easily go to the hospital. Well, I'm going to give you a warning right now. Unless you really have to, stay away from the hospital. All you're going to wind up is in death. That's it. You're going to wind up in death. In the spirit, just pray to Yahweh Shemashai that he eats whatever that you need, you have. Because when you go, you're going to end up in death. And they don't heal. You saw them heal you, man, especially us. They don't heal you. It's a waste of time to go to them. They're going to charge you $500 for a Tylenol that you can get over the house. Bag of ice and a bag of ice. And they know that they don't have any integrity over here. They know that they can actually do that. They can tell you, hey man, put some ice on you, and hey, you don't need, no, but they can have you come and see them, give you an unnecessary X-ray which doesn't show up anything, and then turn around and they send you a big old bill. Okay.
It's on MiamiHerald.com. It says malaria alert issued in Florida. Why infectious mosquitoes have led to statewide concern. It says the Florida Department of Health issued a statewide mosquito-borne illness alert after 4 people contracted malaria in Sarasota. That says the Florida Department of Health has issued a statewide mosquito-borne illness alert. The department said this week. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control also has issued an alert after the Florida cases and 1 case in Texas are the first instances of locally transmitted malaria in the U.S. since 2003. It says malaria symptoms include headaches, nausea, vomiting, sweating, fever, and chills. Anyone experiencing these symptoms should seek medical help within 24 hours of symptoms staying in the body. That goes to what how should I mention a prophesied in St. Matthew 24th chapter. Okay, how there would be what? There would be
pestilence and stuff, and the Lord is using all the term around genetically re-engineer all these mosquitoes and all that stuff. But what was it that Bill Gates was doing these mosquitoes, which is they could kill all the mosquitoes, mosquito killers using other mosquitoes. But yes, now malaria just suddenly show up in a nation like here. Usually this is something that goes down but you have malaria. Okay, go on and proving to you as more and more of these pestilence escalate here in Great Babylon, America. Okay, the days of running to the emergency room and healthcare and all that stuff, that's coming to an end, man. These people are just, remember, those doctors are just people too. Okay, that's why that that simulation they did 3 years ago, showing you where they were saying that they was overwhelmed with the amount of dead bodies and all this other stuff like that. Okay, because what? Eventually they're gonna. It's not gonna be worth it for them to get the same paycheck and working all those hours. Like, it's not gonna benefit them. Okay, they're gonna bounce. Yeah,
St. Matthew 24:6, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay, and that's why in 1 Peter 4:7 it says, watch watch our things in prayer. For the end of all things is not. Okay, and the end of all things that are wicked is Esau, man. Okay, that's why he's waxing worse and worse for the things that he's promoting, the perverse, detestable, uh, 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 things that he's promoting. Okay, which is iniquity, sin upon sin. Okay, is being more normalized, man. Okay, this whole sodomy thing, feminism, order, drug usage. About down in Oregon, they legalized heroin. Okay, lives down in Oregon. Remember doing the lesson, brother, on this several years ago. See, that's why down in California they got 10 cities where they're allowing these these fiends, these addicts to shoot up in the street right in front of the fucking cops, man. So yet, down in California also, you can get arrested for a nick of weed. That doesn't make any sense, man.
well, because it's not orchestrated by the government is the reason why they turn around and when they did the dietary act in 2004, they put off a lot of the stuff that actually used to work. One of those was a federal, okay, and instead they put fentanyl there. But fentanyl start a lot more issues out there because they telling them, and this coming from that guy. I forgot what his name is. I put it in a video the other day. He was Doctor. I forgot what the hell he was. Anyways, he's a doggone Amalekite, and he talked about the fact that these pharmaceutical companies trying to make so much extra amount of money because all you do is have to tell people to come and take this and take that. They'll take it because they think it's for the good of the cost and good. This is the reason why in 2020 they were saying calling people selfish who didn't go and march up to go get, get the juice inside of them. Okay, and then people walk around all emotional, going, "You're being selfish. You're people at risk. You're putting your co-workers at risk and all that other stuff like that." Well, you're gonna have to make that decision at some point in time as to whether you want to have co-workers or not. Because I can give two shits about a damn co-worker. Okay, you're not gonna tell me to freaking no going to inject myself with alcohol. Okay, rubbing alcohol. Tell me that I'm gonna do this and do that. All right. But see, you people want to be a part of something like that because you could be in the continuum point. Okay, Bible in America. Speaking on a bit going on this topic, when you go to Isaiah 3:1, it says, "For behold, the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemai Shai, don't take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water, the mighty man, the man of war, the judge, and the prophet, and the prudent, and the ancient, the captain of 50, and the honorable man, and the counselor, and the cunning anticiper, and eloquent orator." Okay? So the Lord himself is actually going to put it in this man. Okay? You see right now all the subsidized food that Jake is getting right now. When I say Jake, I'm talking about you women. Okay? Are getting right now, and the rest of these people here, but we're dealing with Israel here. Okay? There's gonna come a time when there's not gonna be plenty in there. They're gonna be able to sit around 5'2", 400 pounds, and right, and you get some of those greasy ass nigga, going to the chicken shop to go get you the greasy bag of chicken, ice cream, and cake and all that stuff like that, just so you can probably sleep in your room because you don't have any place to stay. Those days are coming to an end, and the Lord is gonna take it from the top Jake all the way down to the Jake that's barely struggling right now. You know who's not going to get this impact? The elect. The elect is not going to get this impact. Okay? So the Lord will get you to turn as a big buffer. Oh, no, especially damn proud eyes, Lord and King that refuse. Okay, to stop eating abomination. Our squad that we had over there, was taken over by a doggone truck, okay, that serves abomination. Okay? They're playing that music, cha 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 cha, doing the cha cha, you know, and serve that abomination because life is good for them. And they knew that's our sport that we go to, but they don't reverence what we're doing here as anything. This is not beneficial to anybody.
Why? Because they don't see how it's shouting and look at us. You know? If we, that's why that bypass it. Why you know what I say? If they kept my saying, they'll keep yours also. Okay, and 2/3 of people not to keep the sayings of Yahweh by Shem Shah. That's why they're not going to listen to us, man, because they wouldn't listen to him. Yeah. Okay, but if we out here in three-piece suits, shame face, pale skin, then they would see Jesus, so demon.
Yeah. They will see that.
The false perception of Messiah, but not the true Messiah.
Yep.
Because their eyes are blinded.
They can't even fathom the fact that, we are of the righteous. They can't fathom the fact that the Malach looks like us. That we have the image of him. That's why he said, let's create. Okay, that's what they did. So we're in his image. You're also from the house of Judah. The tribe that Yahushua and Mashiach came from. That's who created everything. Under the approval of the Most High Yahweh Shemir Shai. Well, create this society with nothing. Okay, and that's how it's supposed to be. See, that's the great thing about it. Okay, is that imagine you the creator of everything. You come down in this flesh with a bill, and you can die, and your own creation spitting on you. Imagine that. So if the Malak dealt with that, they're going down, but you can open this mouth. I speak this entire universe out of existence, just like that. Okay, but his will is in the Father's will. It's actually so we got a job we have to do. The same way we have a job we have to do. So at the same time that we know, or hope that we are part of hopefully left, we have to humble ourselves and still continue to come out here, still do this work. Somebody has to do the work. It's only out before we started. I got whiplash. Neck hurt like a mother. But you know what? You got to toughen it up, man, because it's going to be the day come. You know what? Man, you ain't got a bed to lay down on like that. You might have to be out there in this doggone with this desert-looking park right there. And you gotta man the hell up. It ain't the first time I've been injured. When I served in Esau's military, sissy military, I got injured. I got hurt quite a bit, but I still was mad. I still minded up, right? Because I wanted Esau to see how badass I am. So guess what? Man, as the man of the Lord, you got to freaking know when you put you a more heavier spirit than that. If you did that for Esau, and they no excuse to not come on here. And you're right. I'm going to talk to these brothers out here who like to put comment. I'm not going to call your ass out like that, but seriously, I mean, from here on, I'm not, if I look on your page, you're not going on the highway and the byway doing work there. I'm not even giving you up. Fuck you, man. It's full of shit, man. This keyboard cheerleading crap is crap. It's bullshit, okay? You know what? I'm not even giving you no damn loud. Fucking beat your ass, man. Don't come on my board, please. All right? We're at a time right now. Okay, this doggone white man doesn't rest day or night. They coming up with doggone snares and traps to fuck us old, man. And yes, so they're going to sit down with a damn keyboard 3, 4, 5 years, posting, looking to get that ranch and stuff like that. You're a man, man. Come on, man. The hell also come on here, man. All right? And you don't need 20 years and then they're doing this true to come on the highway and the byway. Yeah, brother, it's like 6 months, then it was out here. They can't wait to get the hell out of here, man. Even if you're repeating the same 5 voices over and over and over, okay?
And even at that point, with little bit of knowledge that you have acquired in his gospel, it's definitely experience the knowledge. Because these people don't have the fountain of living waters, man.
They don't.
Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter.
These people really believe that there's an actual future. There's an actual future. To give you a mindset like that, I got contacted for a general manager position out here. And I look at the description. And I didn't want to do it. Reason why I didn't want to do it because you can see in the description, the owner, the CEO, he built the business up. But you can see that he has a continuity mindset here. And I honestly look at myself and I go, do I really want to go to this doggone place here for 9, 10 hours a day? Trying to build wealth for this doggone guy like that. And it's like, I don't have that friggin' mindset for this shit, man. I just couldn't do it. I discussed it with my other half and we both agreed, man. I'm not gonna do it. because I work hard and I go all out. It's like there's no future here, man. At any given time, this place will fall apart. I don't hear some people. Oh, man, I know what sales is in up here, and I don't care. Okay, I give a shit. Okay, I don't care, man. All right, I'm not starving. I just want some food in my damn gut, man. I don't give a flying crap, man.
It could Jake, like it says, man. Jake is a simple man. Okay, he doesn't take much to please Jake. And spoke about our forefather Jacob. He was a I forgot how to say he's a plain man, something along those lines. Yeah. Okay. He was a weirdo out there hunting beasts and shit. There's this do it. This for sport.
Yeah,
You know?
the other day I was in the restaurant, I was eating. But actually last Sunday evening we went out for dinner. I was in this called, I don't know what, there's some type of ranch place going down that way towards Dallas. And they get like doggone heads of animals on the damn wall and stuff. Like, see? These animals they can jack you damn Edomites up in the kingdom, boy. They can come back and jack you all up, man. Okay. Okay. You know, like so a psycho man.
Everything under the sun is okay. But here, Colossians chapter 3, verse 1. If he then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High God, Yahweh. Okay, that's why Revelation 18, you know, we were commanded to perform our minds to this world. Okay, because the heart is desperately wicked, that's in the mind. Okay, and Yahweh Shemeshai searched out the reins of the heart, the wicked imaginations of man. Okay, like a man want to be a woman. That video as far as comment on that damn abomination, that was no, that's close. That was complaining about becoming a man. Well, you know, you were taken by the delusions of your own mind. You're giving over to reprobate mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for you to for you, how about Shimon to be justified bringing the demise to you people, man? Okay. Right, because your mind is fixated on the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this world, which is foolishness to Yahweh Shimon Shai. Okay, so Yahweh Shimon Shai is preparing the vast majority of people to be destroyed. The only purpose he served is spiritual war, okay, right? It's to spread confusion and satanic vibration.
And what do you think? Just so you'll be terrified with the focus. You had a girl that decided she wanted to become a guy. She probably was an okay looking chick when she probably was an okay looking chick. When she became a guy, she said now when she walks, people are walking on the opposite side there because they think she's a freak and all that. They think he's a freak. She is a freak. Okay. Well, what do you think? She's going to so long to be a man. She's like, man, could have told you that before you freak. Yeah. What? An ugly woman can get 100 times more males after her ass than a good-looking dude can get females. Okay, it's just the way it works in the society. So if you're an okay-looking female, that's about 1,000, and if you're a really good-looking female, tens of thousands. Because this world is catered to women, man. We don't get nice cars or get stuff because we need that stuff. I can live in a damn box. It's because we need to doggone. It's for a woman. It's always for a woman. All right. Your brothers in the truth know that because a lot of y'all married to demons. I ain't calling no names. Okay? We married to demons. Okay? Even in the truth and even with the scripture, we still gotta go preach that down. Okay? It's just we're given to them. For now. Okay? So we still gotta create that balance for the woman. Because right now you can't go march and I can't go and bring 6 other women in the house and go tell my wife, gee, you know what? Hey, the scripture said I can have 7 women. Not right now. That ain't gonna work. You think she can? You think she?
Yeah, it would be
That ain't gonna be a good day, man.
Yeah, that wouldn't be expedient to. Right?
Yeah. Okay. So no, the time is gonna come when the situation is going to where that's gonna take place at that, and it could be more than 7 women. The women ain't gonna be they're not going to be bickering about it because at that time, when they see the amount of doggone man get put down, well, I said, man, it's just somebody with a doggone tricks and berries. Okay, because I really, it's hard for me to look at these doggone Jason Paul man. I'll be honest. If you're not signing on the highway and byway, doing videos and showing your face and speaking against this man, I don't consider you a man at all. Especially if you're a doggone Jake.
Because damn, Jeremiah, then yeah, that damn time. And you gotta see cowards like you, man. I know you Israelites. You go out to the highways and hedges, like we were commanded to by the King of Israel himself, in my second house shot. Okay, don't care about the Messiah or his children. You care about the Lord and his children, man.
You don't.
Because you Jake's full of shit, and you're being further exposed. You know, for the ulterior motive that you have within his truth.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what how should I tell Apostle Peter? Said Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? I said 3 times. So yeah, you know, but not at the time. Oh, the other one. No, they didn't feed my sheep. How do you feed it with the food that's convenient for them? Proverbs 30 chapter. That's his gospel. This entire road.
But you know what? The same guy like that would assume that if he doesn't push the thing so that he doesn't go there, but if he says something about it, but Esau, that somehow he's safe. You're not safe. As soon as Esau has you on a doggone list of people that they want to assassinate, they plan on putting in internment camps just for listening. So they already recorded your IP address, listening, and all the other stuff for that. Okay? There's a time that this ministry is going to go on. And what did the Lord say, roughly paraphrasing? Touch none of my anointed and do none of my prophets any harm. All right? Bottom line is this. What did he also promise us? He goes, when they come in as a flood, he's going to raise up a standard. Now, this isn't freaking doggone for the 2/3. No, you motherfuckers going to get put down. You're going to get put down to death. He's talking about when they come in as a flood, facing that. Because while the 2/3 are getting, while the 2/3 is going to be that buffer between us and Esau, getting all the getting loot when they go pick up their houses, they're getting slaughtered out the street. They participate in joining Esau on all of these forays and stuff because, again, now people want to get approval, okay, of these Edomites so bad that they would do anything. So the Buck T. Larry, you know, with the kind of bears is going to come here and say, man, you know what? I just want to come join. I'll get me a couple guns here. Come on, man. Now I know you damn black, but you know what? Right now we get the same problem. And you damn Jake's gonna look at that and go, damn, maybe he's not racist after all, or he's accepting me. No, he's using your ass, man. Okay? That goes for these doggone low level Edomites too. What is it? Rocky paraphrasing, I think it was Ecclesiasticus will talk about if you have a need of the need of smile. Yep. So guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna cut you a slice of that damn slice of that gator tail and Sarah. Yeah. Sarah. All right. He's gonna cut you a slice of that gator tail, give you some of those doggone jerky been hanging up in the damn in the toilet in the outside toilet for a while, and give you some food and stuff like that. And you hook you up with a damn piece like that to go along with him like that, and you can feel good about it because why? You can look around at your other niggas them and go, well, they can't provide like that. Yeah, proud of that. But,
this is Sirach chapter 13, verse 6. Salaki, number 6. See?
Yeah. So
doing what you gotta do, bring distraction, turn your phone on. And anyway, this is Sirach chapter 13, verse 6. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee, and smile upon thee, and put thee in hope. Selling false dreams, pipe dreams. He will speak thee fair and say, what is that? Okay, like 40 acres a mule, false promise. Oh yeah, I can chuck 40 acres a mule. Okay, Renee's gonna act like he does everything. Then he gave you the Juneteenth by making it a federal holiday a couple years ago, or right after George Floyd's death. So he can call you niggas, Jake, back to sleep, lull you back to sleep, man. Right? And for instill that false hope in you of his place. Okay, to make that conditioning of the satanic new world order easier for him. So it's less indoctrination that he has to do. Okay, within his Edomite hegemony. All right.
You know what it is? Huh? He doesn't want Jake to join up with these Edomites. That's what he's trying to do. See, they realize this. They realize this is that they already know. Isaiah 19, okay, which says, the Lord of verse 6 said, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, which is going to take place. Now imagine if these doggone Edomites, if someone Jacob join them. And you know that Jacob's going to join them. Jacob's going to join them. So the government's trying to sweet talk your ass into like, don't join them, join us. Keep up with us. Yeah, of course.
Continue to be a byproduct of this beast system. You know what I mean? The slave. Yeah. Right? The way to keep a slave from people's mind. And people's minds have to give it over to the devices that's going to destroy each of people. You know, politics, greater circus entertainment, like the sports. And they use these avenues and platforms as tools of oppression and control. That's why they got MK Ultra in Hollywood, and where they sexually exploit the children at a young age, and then plug them the hell out, and then use them for psychological operations down the line. Like Amanda Bynes, she's gone out of her fucking mind. I remember watching her show back in the day, the Amanda Show, right? Got this other plug out, Orlando.
Rosamba?
No, I was thinking about or this nigga named Orlando Brown from this show called That's So Raven.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and she played Raven, Raven Simone. That show played a psychic, which is wicked. Okay, and then her friend in the show, the Orlando Brown's character, was it basically ended up getting sexually exploited. A lot of them child actors, a lot of them child actors and Disney stars and whatnot, they get sexually assaulted, man. You know, at a young age. Case in point.
And that's the initiation that Esau put you through. And you know, everything that Esau deals with has to deal with sex, which is the reason why it's called spiritual slaughter. In Egypt, we're slaves, but everything is about sodomy. If you're a male, they're not going to give you, it's not going to be, they're not going to give you females or put you in a room with a bunch of females and say, hey, you must have sex with 200 females. No. They can put you in a room of pastors from man to man. Okay? That's why they got like Floyd Mayweather dancing for, who's the name of the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway? I know what his name is. Saddam goes dance with his gloves on and freaking double on panties and the boxing boots on. And then he gave him Class A stocks. Okay, each one of these stocks is worth like $500,000. That's why you see Floyd like to take pictures of himself laying on bed for money. Okay, so you hear them talking about generational wealth. But you look at someone like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson should have retired from music, but that was his plan, with a couple $1 billion. He said they put his ass got put to damn death at age 50. Okay, age 50, he got put to death. And these artificial kids that he has, these tattoo kids he has, who he left his will to, they sold his ATV right to Sony, back to Sony, which was what they wanted to begin with. And now that catalog that he have, all his music, videos and all those, worth somewhere around $8, $9, $10 billion. Okay, proving that we were never meant to be successful here. Does it mean that we can't have a little bit of money for hard times or the days that you might have to go buy that little extra piece of chicken or something like that? Of course not. But when you start speaking big and bold like Floyd Mayweather and these guys who are talking about generational wealth, that means you already make up your mind and you have intention of continuity here in Great Babylon, America. I mean, at the same time, while we won't do anything stupid, it's hard to not wake up every single day and know that there's really no future here for us. Some of us are old enough to have experienced enough from here to right now. Everything that comes with the so-called white man, the devil, the Bible speaks of, is nothing but lies. For example, like I said earlier, for the general manager position, I got contacted. But I think they saw my name, and because my name sounds look kind of Spanish, I have extensive qualification. They thought that they thought it was, by the time they saw me in real life, I think they was very disappointed. I'm not under illusion because it's happened many times. They've been very, very disappointed. It was right out here in El Paso, so they would probably think, oh, you're getting, wow, this is a highly qualified brown brother here. Brown brother coming. And what they was going to get is a Coco coming, and they was going to be very disappointed. That tone would change very quickly. And even if they decided to even go with me, my work would have been much harder than a freaking doggone brown skin brother going inside there. They would expect me to produce miracles. Okay? Been up my ass every day like that. See how desperate I am. But I'm not desperate. I'm not. I'm not desperate. So I gave a reply back and I said, no thank you. Not.
So we're good enough for these people's money, but we're not good enough for equality, people's success. Trying to confirm that so American dream was always bullshit. Liberty, theme of America, liberty and justice for all. Like I said, the second Peter 2:19. But they that promise themselves liberty are they themselves serve corruption. Because we were not, our people were not brought over here to America through the chattel slavery on the slave ships. Prophesied in Deuteronomy 20:68. They share prosperity with the heathen, man. Okay? That's right here in Hebrews chapter 13, verse 14. It reads, "For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come." That's Jerusalem, man. Okay? Land of milk and honey. They're going to be return and saved from afar by our Maker, from a strange land where we were brought to. All right? To serve punishment for our transgressions against the first holy covenant. How about Shemeshah? It says in book of Jeremiah 24 and similar precepts. All right, so we're here to endure the curses. All right, through the temptations of this flesh. That's why in Isaiah 59:20 speaks about only a select small remnant being spared from this so-called life, man. It's really death. Okay, but why? The wages of sin is death, but the gift of life is only eternal through Hamashiach and Hawashai, Lord. That's why these people are dead while they live. Like, especially the woman, like it says in 1 Timothy 5:6. You women have no idea what's going on, man. You're big children. Okay. So you're gonna be food out here, literally and figuratively, in these last days. Because you're wasting let's say second your lives advantage, man. It's just a waste of space. You're a perfect example of Sirach, the 13th chapter is brought out. With Esau was using him. They use him twice or thrice through his meats and allow you to scorn when he's done. Like giving you you need Section 8 housing in exchange for your greens, not have your men in the house.
That's going to be taken away.
Oh, look at Georgia. Down there in Georgia, they haven't been able to get their food stamps in several months, man.
Eviction is actually higher than they're reporting. In fact, I just put a video up. I uploaded a video the other day on Akiam about with that. And Lord willing, I'll probably expand on that in the lesson. And this was on PBS News Hour. They talked about it was a 5-minute segment where they go disproportionately affected out of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. When we tell you that you are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, these people are coming in the backwards way and telling you that the exact same thing too, because every single time they come a disproportionate, why is it always Blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos? When we come and we say the true biblical Hebrew Israelite, we always go blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. And they keep saying the same thing too, right? About anything that's negative. Yeah. And then they showing this. And in the impact is with a lot of you damn women because a lot of these women in the double 70s, 60s, 70s got a pot to piss in, all kinds of health problems and stuff like that. Okay? You doggone wicked old doggone Eve, man. And you shit the hell out of the lot. You believe young men like us are gonna want to take care of your gritty ass? I was gonna fuck no. I wouldn't even look, I wouldn't even piss on you if you on fire, man. You wicked as hell. I wouldn't even waste my piss on your ass, okay? You wicked as doggone hell. What can you doggone do? I'm gonna just say it. For the most part, a woman is absolutely useless, man.
Like that video, a little minute clip that you put on, you posted on Octagon where there's some bigger woman that's twerking.
Yeah.
And Jake is like, okay, that's cool. What else can you do?
What else can you do? Yeah. Because that's going to be a key selling point here. Because when y'all are looking around, y'all are talking about this brother. All of a sudden, it's going to be like, oh, brother, help me. And that's not going to work with us. The wicked Jakes that are going to still be out there like that, they're going to turn around and probably going to ask you for sexual favors. Or maybe do something for you. Guess what? We're not going to ask you for sexual favors. Because we don't want you around us, you wicked ass women, man. So the Lord is going to bring you to the hope of that man who will be serving in a spirit of, you're going to be selling yourself. I can cook. I can do this. I can do that. The first thing your mouth should be, I can, please help me or save me because I can do. I can. If you're not coming with I can, are you on? Oh, you think it's ain't shit. You ain't talking. See, because some of y'all going to come with that proud voice. I think it was the other I went on the other day and talked about the fact is that once society collapsed and they take the cops off the street, all these cops quit because these humans are getting up their ass. And Jake them realized that they could do things without any type of no type of payback from the authority. That multi women get is going to cause a lot of y'all to sweat your feet.
And two liquor women police officers got put to death recently, man. One was a 24-year-old, I forget which state she was in, and the other one was a little older. Okay.
So why do you think that's happening? Why is that happening, huh?
Not, no. Like I said in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, when they shall seek peace and safety, a sudden destruction shall fall upon them, because he trusts in Egypt. Like I said in the book of Isaiah, the 31st chapter. You meaning you? Oh man, the spirit. Get this Isaiah 30 and 20. Isaiah chapter 30. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 12. Wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because he despised his word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stayed thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly and okay, just like that, just like a breach or branch position in a wall, completely unstable and ready to fall any instant. Okay, it's similar to the judgment that's going to fall upon you because you two-thirds Israelites. I
don't understand. Wait a minute. We're the society and you women tend to lead the marches that are out there. What's some organized women nowadays? Okay. You are the ones that push yourself out there. Okay. And to the unawakened eye out there who's not in the truth or in the spirit, you'd assume like, man, these sisters are really strong. That's why they always use the term strong black woman. Because you're out there, you have a little sign. See, we got sign too, just like y'all. We got sign, but our sign is different. Our sign is telling you about the destruction of this place. You don't believe that anything that takes place here in Great Babylon, America is impacting you. That's so Jeremiah 51.
real quick, for me,
No.
Like I said here in Isaiah 30 and 12, you trust in perverseness, man. Okay, you trust in detestable things. You trust in lewd, perverse things, man. Like side of mighty luminary, a few supporters of is this alphabet coalition, right? That's why nowadays, man, when a woman is, woman's out and about being provocative, promiscuous, flashing people, it can actually look good. It can actually look like a man, a woman, right? But in actuality, it's a fucking man. It was born a male. Like that thing, that thing that was, you know what I'm saying, that was flashing people at the White House. From a distance, that would look like a woman. That's those are the enchantments of this place. Witchcraft, man. Soon Isaiah the 47th chapter is going to be the downfall of these modern day Chaldeans, these so-called luminaries, like these international crime banking cases.
And that crap is only going to work for right now. Because a lot of you doggone dudes that are dressed up like chicks with your wig and your lipstick on like that. See, there's only a certain kind of man that deals with you like that. Out here, especially with these Proud Boys and these other hardcore groups out here, see your ass like that. The Lord described, the Lord said what? This is Leviticus 20 and 13. It says, if a man lied with a mankind as he lied with a woman, and if you dress up like a doggone woman, but you still lie with a man and you're a man, you still this goes to you. Both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood should be upon them. The Lord is going to put the spirit of these doggone Edomites to put you niggas to death. Fucking niggas are going to die.
What happened at that bar back in 2016 in Orlando? A sodomite club, sodomite bar, they got shot up. Yeah. See, so most I might not see y'all by shooting shot might not get you down. Because he doesn't have to get you down. Because there's no these are quality of time. There's no limit to time.
He's going to get you
all days. Like I said, Ecclesiastes 8 chapter. Ecclesiastes 8.
You're going to be out there looking for food. They're going to be out there looking for food when all hell breaks loose and, you can look for substance. Looking for food. Out there all about and all that stuff and trying to act like a damn woman. Like, what the hell do you think is going to happen? Come on. What the hell do you think is going to happen? You walk up with some hardcore Edomites, and you think they can be like, oh, come here, honey and sweetie. Nah, they going to bust your head and down. Niggas that is worse than a damn. Being a Jake like this alone is in itself, you put your ass in danger. That's why we got no surety of our life to pursue the Deuteronomy 28, man. So imagine if you actually out on top of that, this abomination. You see the mighty ain't saying nothing to you right now. They're looking at you and they smile. Only because they have a house, they have a career and all that stuff. You wait until that shit is gone. You don't believe me, man. I lived in New England for doggone 20 years, man. Boy, you people, hey, let me tell you something, man. They hate faggots, man.
So yeah, so when so not only do you this, we also have these foreign nationals, these Russian and Chinese foreign nationals being allowed to the border, prepared for slaughter against you so-called Babylon, you so-called Americans, U.S. citizens. You have to worry about these nationals as well, because these so-called white nationals on the right wing side of politics, okay, that support the Republican Party is bipartisan system. Because they have their own ideals predicated off of plantation Christianity, okay, through Cheddar Borgia. So those are the enchantments that are taking their mind. Okay, they use under the idea of the Lord justify their hatred and carnal acts that they will be committing against you people, including you Jakes. Okay, and you sodomites and you wicked.
Collateral damage, and that's the reason why you talk about, when this place falls, this Jeremiah 209, it says, 8, Salakia says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed for her, take bound for her pain, and so she might be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. They felt that that's for everyone in this little country. Well, we know most of the towns in this nation is actually these what they call Indians, Chinese, or Asians. Okay, these Edomites are dumb as hell, man. I'm just gonna be real frank with you. You work with a lot of them. They don't have any skill set, man. They get jobs based on this. The good old boys club, you know, hey, just come on in through the door, you know, and all that stuff. But they're unqualified. I saw this when I was in the military. I saw this working as a consultant. I see this right now. That's why I would have a hard time to go work for an Edomite right now, making his ass rich. Because they can get someone like, they get people like us who much more gifted and talented out. Everything goes off the right way. But you don't benefit. You just go get us a check. You say the same level over and over and over while they move up. So this place is gonna fall. And they said, son, why did the Lord say sudden? There's not gonna be any warning. If you look at it right now, you have to be really grafted in this truth to continue to do this work like that, because a lot of us, we walked away from things. Okay? You gave up things. You didn't bow down to the Jamba Jews because you heed the warnings from the prophets. And you look and you go, well, wait a minute. You know people who took the Jamba Jews, and they're collecting a big check still. And here you are, you're not collecting that big check anymore because you walk away. You gotta be grafted in this faith and believe this. To not fall out of this, to go back into there and go, you know what? Why don't I go back to what I know best out there? Which is what? Serving this doggone devil, man.
Hey, what it keeps Solomon said, everything in this world is wise and vanity, man. We have no sure we have no sure footsteps. We have no continuing city here. Right our earth. Every day we wake up, aches and pain. We're healthy, we're healthy men. We watch our diet for the most part, we work out, still get jacked up, man.
Still getting jacked up.
You know? Look at LeBron James spending $1 million on his body a year.
Yeah.
That doesn't prevent injuries though.
No.
Even one injury. That's all it takes. That could be a fatal injury.
And you can choke on a damn thumb. And it goes just like that, man.
That's why here, Colossians chapter 3, verse 2 says, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. Okay? The earth was given to the hands of the wicked. That has corrupted the earth through the envy of the devil. So it was with Solomon in the second chapter. That's why Edom, is a walking disease. Self-appointed white man, the devil, who's created to steal, murder, and destroy. That's how he got America. Hence how he has acquired other resources from other lands, like 90% of the oil from Syria through that 2011 Syrian coup. And he's also behind that coup with the Wagner group down there in Russia. Okay, looking to knocking on the door of Russia. Okay, which is why they took out Libya's Gaddafi, because he was a threat to this current petrodollar monetary system. Even though the elite are using this as a debt weapon, they have a plan for it, and he was further exposing it by encouraging, by just promoting the utilization of gold and whatnot. Similar reason why they took out Saddam Hussein. Okay, so where you have the government, all right, and these intelligence officials serve Western authority of this Edomite hegemony on these nations. So what kind of water? So that for the current earth was given into the hands of the wicked, man. And this earth is a destiny of humanity and righteous man. Only come about in righteous man. Okay? Do you how Shah said things right, like it says in Sirach 10 chapter, of that physician, cutting off that long disease. So this is Colossians 3:3 says, "For ye are dead, and your life is hid with the Mashiach and the Most High God Yahweh." I mean, what? We're dead to sin because our sins died. The burden of our sins died on the shoulders of Mashiach and Hawashai, which means what? We're dead. We're dead to this world. Okay, and we've been baptized, meaning quickened, made alive again in the Holy Spirit. So, like it's what that scripture says, a dead lion is worse than what it has to go. Might be in the apocalypse. I says a dead lion rather than a live dog, something like that. All right. So that's why we are the undesirable, the righteous, because these people have made their covenant with death. So, case in point, if you speak out against the Alphabet Coalition, you're looked at as you're looked at as a bigot. You know, you're looked at as a hater, a tyrannical person, a demon, someone who doesn't supposedly have love, quote unquote, love in their heart. Because I don't. Right, like it said in Isaiah 5:20, woe be to them that calls evil good and good evil. They'll come and they'll tell you, oh, well, what if your father was? And then fuck them. And well, what if your sister? Yeah. They'll be they'll be the same way too. And I would hope Leviticus 20:13 is on them too. Okay, which is what? They'll die for their abomination. See, I give props. So there was a video of right there. Niggas. Okay? Weak ass niggas, man. Always trying to impress. Why are you trying to impress? Two men stand up on the side of the street with signs and a Bible in their hand. Well, you know, yeah, fine, what? It's that feminine spirit, man, you know, revving up their engine. You know, revving up their engine. So that's a feminine spirit because these dudes are all about impressing man. I don't get that shit. I don't know. Okay. They're all about that. And it caused me lost my train of thought here. Yeah, so you were saying how, see, I know those short time bringing the distraction, but that's why two heads are better than one. Yeah. So to land back on the brother's doing this about how you know, somebody says, oh, what if your father is a fairy, the Sam Sodomite, or what if your sister is a lesbian? Okay, well, how should I say? Say Mark chapter 3, verse 35 says, for whosoever shall do the will of the Most High God, Yahweh, the same is my brother and my sister and mother. This is my brother. This is my real brother right here. Not my blood brothers in the world. They're both bugged out of their goddamn minds. Okay? I proceed to be 2/3. Both of them are simpleton. I don't even waste my time with them. Sharing this gospel. Then at that point, I'd be casting my pearl before swine. And right then, on my oldest brother, man. And I told him that how shy the so-called black man. This nigga responded by saying, "Oh, well, what does it matter?" Like a demonic smirk on his face. In other words, he still cannot comprehend the fact that pale, blue-eyed, brown hair, it's not described in the book of Revelations 1. He can't accept the fact that that's not what who they call Jesus looks like. They can't get it. You see, my so-called father, which I don't ever speak to him, you know, because like they say, the apples don't fall far from the tree. Well, dude, I'm twice as stubborn as your ass. I don't give a fuck like that, you know. But you go, oh, mulatto. Get out of here, man. See,
You know, stood up. You know, you stood up for me back growing up. You actually told the Edomites to whoop my ass at school. Should proving that you was one of them damn niggas in the damn back in the day that would give up Jake man to the master for that piece of shit. Like, whoa, what are you talking about? Like that. I don't follow. I don't give a shit.
Our family, that's how if you how should I say it, if you don't possible, be peaceful on this, you know what I'm saying? But
some people you just can't be peaceful with. You know, you can, you try to.
yeah.
By the end of the doggone day, these are the people that will try to drag you and take that crown from you. So you always got to remember, he also told you, okay, don't let any man take that crown from you. You try to please your so-called daddy or mommy and all that stuff like that, you can lose your damn crown. Okay? Because see, they're weak. Disregard to these people, they're freaking doggone weak. All right? So you cannot walk with doggone who not compatible with you in this truth. You can't. Just the same thing with the doggone camp with the freaking doggone nigga that said, don't go on the highway and the byway. Okay, now it's gonna. Now I remember when I was in South Dakota. There was this video showing we don't pick up right around with his sister. I said that there's a group of men that are going to be raised up to know who's not going to give some shit about what you think, what your feelings, none of the other stuff. Okay, who are going to be out there talking against this system? That they're going to rise up in the future. No, sister, they're already here. They're already here. Okay? The men already here who's rising up and speaking up who doesn't spare their voice against speaking up against this doggone wicked place. They're already here. So it's not some magical man, okay, walking in the air or flying or whatever the case like that. We'll get that power eventually. They're already here. Okay? So this reason why we tell you, book of 2 Ezra 6 and starting verse 22, and it says, suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. We're telling you there's going to be a lack of food. Nobody's going to be picking up the garbage around here. You think there's a lot of garbage around here now? You waste. And it says, and the trumpet should give a sound, which when every man hear it, they should be very suddenly afraid. That sound is going to be, supply chain is broken. It's going to be massive starvation. Prices are going to be jacked up and gorged up high. Because you think these people are going to price fairly and say, oh yeah, well, let me just sell it fairly. People, they can suddenly increase the price of sure fourfold. You have to come to a time to make a decision. Pay your rent or eat. Okay? Right? Pay your rent or eat. Which one are you going to do? And if you live in your car, you still got to pay for insurance to drive the car on the road. Okay? You still have to have insurance. You still have to have it registered. You have to pay permission to drive on these bumpy ass roads, man. Really? That's what it's for. And it says, they should something. The trumpet should give a sound, which when everybody hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid. Because it's going to be reality check. No more food is going to be delivered to that your friendly Walmart supercenter anymore. Okay? I remember when I was over in Afghanistan, when it was closing down Leather Neck, they stopped delivering stuff for the last 2 months. All of us lost 15 pounds. I remember it was a 2-star General King of this posse. 4 posse now, 20. Oh, they walk the posses. And he came to visit. He walked inside the DFAP, and they gave him a plate right there. They put 5 French fries in his plate, eat the chicken, and he's looking at it. He had just traveled on a damn plane. I think he came from like either Kuwait or something like that. And he goes, yeah, I said, cook. They can have more. The cook goes, sorry, sir. I said, rationing food, man. They're broken down all of the friggin' doggone different sections in this place here, the supermarket, everything. I mean, up until that point, man, we was doubling. We was eating so much like that, your stomach was all the way out here. So for 2 months, there was nothing. There was only a scouting group after the closest space to close the place down. Okay. And all of us lost like 15 pounds. We all lost 15 pounds. We all lost weight. Our uniforms started stocking, loosening up. And we were still eating. But imagine you walk inside there and you use a plate getting stocked up with food like this. We're in the middle of nowhere in the Hemline province, man. And that's as close as I can come in and say, man, we're in the damn desert, nowhere, and you have no options. There it is like this. Imagine, there was a two-star general. He told, man, you only get 5 French fries. I'm not joking, man. 5 French fries and a piece of chicken to eat. That's it. Two-star general. He might have been really hungry too. But he had no clue when he's coming there that we was going and the views in that lock, views in that close out stage. He didn't know. Because I bet you if he knew, I bet you he wouldn't have come down there. Okay. I'm looking at my commander and I'm like, we're laughing our ass off. And of course, we got used to our belly freaking grumbling. But this is critical shit, man. I can imagine we don't know what the hell we can doggone do. I'm like, you know. And it says, and at that time, France would fight one against another, like enemies, the French should stand and fair with those that go there. And the 3 spots should stand still. And in 3 hours, they should not run. This could be a global thing. People think the Japanese are the most docile, nicest set of people like that. And you're right. If you go to Japan, Tokyo, it's in order, man. If they're in order. You don't hear no scream. You ain't get all that craziness you see over here. But they're gonna change. They can have no choice. They are going to change. They can turn into that damn kamikaze warrior, or whatever spirit they got in there, and they can start fucking that off over there. They do the same exact thing. They ain't no different. This is gonna be a global thing, man. Now we talk about the Jacob about his plus five. Jacob's about what? Penny away from doggone homeless and everything like that. Yeah, homeless. Yeah. Okay. This is impacting Jake right now. They're not showing you this on the doggone news. The brother saw the video from the PBS News Hour, man. They're not showing you that because the last thing they want you to do, that's going to put a little bit of like, wait a minute, boy, what's really going on here? Okay. It would also verify what we are saying from the scriptures here. But guess what? Yahweh Shemashah doesn't want that. Because he said, what did he say? Seek ye the Lord.
Yeah, I got you. St. Matthew. St. Matthew chapter 6. Verse 33. It reads, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High God, Yahweh, and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So all these righteous perks, got a prophesy here in word, including immortality, okay, palaces, fortresses, abundant women, abundant children, infinite wealth and health, okay, and above all, righteous order under Mashek and Hamashai. And David, I can put 4,000 elect godly body of the house of David. To be added onto the kingdom of heaven. We're fighting for forever right now. We have forever here. Like it says in Sabrina Thumb around the Torah, how a man's life expectancy has been reduced to 120 years. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, it's not even nowhere near that.
No. What's it do, Jake? If you live 5, 6 years in Jake, boy, you lucky, man. You're doing good. Okay. We prone to heart attacks and all kinds of illnesses and shit. You know?
Oh, it's that scripture. It says, Apostle Paul said, we die daily. I mean, Slovakia.
Because we got Jake right now, man. In a place like that between all of the airborne illnesses, foodborne illnesses. Okay, other forms of lifestyle, STDs. Okay, the wickedness and the sin. I think it was another brother who was talking about his addiction to porn, right? That in itself is a freaking very strong demon, man. That is a wonder. I think one of the more the sexual demon, man, especially that perverse demon with porn, is the hardest one. You gotta ask you how about you. I should take that off of you, man. That's hard. That is doggone hard to get off of you. And what it does is Esau put that stuff out there to really kind of warp your mind, so that especially morality, like what do you call it, the adultery. But porn takes all that crap away, man.
It also desensitizes you from yearning to deal with an actual woman. That's contrary to laws of procreation by Yahweh. Yahweh, he said, "Be fruitful and multiply." So how are you going to do that when you don't desire to be with a woman because you got porn? You got porn addiction.
Porn, some Vaseline and a tissue. Like jerk. Yeah, it's true, man. Because some of y'all brothers know, but the doggone theater you go into, like back in the 1990s and stuff, and you pay $10 and they give you the little package, with the tissue detergents and the shit there, and as you walk in there, the floor is all sticky. But man, let me tell you, man, you gotta give glory on to Yahweh Shemel Shai, because he did not pick. We are not quiet boys, man. Who was it? Zanamati came on yesterday, and he said, "Oh, how he used to deal drugs." That's as soon as he got the money to spend, because he was making that much, so he was spending. Right? So people assume that, when we stand out here on the highway, that we've not had this life. Oh yes, we have. Oh yeah. Okay.
Living more lavishly than people think of.
Much more lavishly than people think, man. Okay, and even brothers in the truth right now, living a lot more better than you people actually would get to think, and have more than you think. Okay? But you're not as focused on it anymore like how you were before, where, you might have been focusing on if you were one of the brothers who was doing the drug dealing, you were focusing on getting that money. If you were a brother that was out of business and you stealing dishonestly, you might now start dealing honestly. If you were a brother that was doing other things, chasing after Esau's well, you might kind of start doing that right now. Even when you see opportunities to do it, it doesn't matter to you anymore, because why? You don't really, this is more suiting for you. This is more suiting. When you sit back and you look at the fact that he used to run around in circle chasing that tail, trying to figure out how to get the approval of the so-called white man, how to get that job, the next level. All those years wasted. What's that song? Simply Red sing. I keep holding on. Keep holding on. Wasted all those years, man. All those tears. All those years you wasted, man, chasing after this man is bullshit. Only to realize now through the scriptures, this man is the base of creation. Not the base of man, he's the base of creation. Because the animals, they're going to be regenerated back. Okay, they're going to die in the lake. They're going to die in the lake of fire. But they can be regenerated back. And they can be happy. Okay?
Probably that video of brother uploaded this day. Even animals are angry.
Yeah, man. They hate them.
That's why down in the UK, these 3 dogs acting vicious. And the owner of the dog, Jake, was trying to hold him back. The spirit of vengeance also on these beasts.
That's
like
right.
It said in Sirach 39 chapter, man. They're going to be letting loose on you people out here. And like it says in the book of Job, the 5th chapter, we're going to be laughing at these things. Because we're gonna understand why these things are happening. Like we understand them now. When they try to manifest before our eyes, You've already been spiritually prepared to see these things. Like said in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom, knowledge, sweet stability of that sign.
Because then it's kind of like, that what we were talking about was true. We put that curse on a nigga a couple of weeks ago. We haven't seen that nigga since. He may be dead, calling out Yahweh. I don't give a shit. Okay? I mean, we throw more and more curses out there. And we don't throw it on everybody. But for him, they were warned, and it was a demon. He knew that was holy ground. And all he had to do was wait and give us 2 hours. He could have gone anywhere else. He could have given us 2 hours, but he didn't. So, Lord willing, some Latino just got out of jail. They probably beat his ass and take his shit from him. I will laugh. Okay? I kid you not.
You know what? Hey, at the end of the day, nobody thinks can happen to you. This is the reality that you will face. But which will be dwelling in torments as a result in desiring to live in pleasure within this carnal flesh.
That's right.
So this is St. Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. It says, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. My hell breaks loose. That howdy neighbor spirit's going to be out the door.
Mm-hmm.
And these people are going to be having knives to your necks, guns to your temple. Okay. Looking at, reminds me, these strippers at the BET Awards recently, I put this on my Twitter recently too. These 2 nigga woman strippers at the BET Awards just recently got robbed for thousands upon thousands of dollars. By some maxed jakes. Okay. All right, because if people don't understand the ramifications of indulging in what you perceive to be a lifestyle, pleasing the flesh is not a lifestyle. That doesn't mean that pleasing the flesh, you're overindulging in it. Certain vibrations, like supporting feminism. Your enemy, you're a part of the so-called antichrist spoken about in 1 John 2:18.
Yeah, there's not an individual white boy that's gonna come and he upgrade powers and all that stuff. People are so stupid, man. Okay? The anti-Mashiach or the Antichrist is in the billions. Okay? When you don't follow the laws in this book here, okay, you don't change or repent. Okay, you're an anti-Mashiach, or what they call Antichrist.
Yep. Yeah, it says in a weekend in LA. I can see it. Whoever this pertains to. And somebody said, person who posted it said, good, get a real job, skinks. Yeah, one nigga woman had rainbow hair. See, the Most High is not with you people, man.
It's not.
Okay, like I said, Ezekiel 9th chapter speaks about the mark of exemption. I believe it's a Tabarah. You see 2/3 of our people, along with the vast majority who mark after this beast system, don't have the mark of exemption. So you ironically, you'd be the first ones to yell out God and Jesus, which are not the true names of the Lord. When your sudden calamities fall upon you, man.
Yep, and they can help us off YouTube. Archeom.com is going to be non-existent. So if you're not getting it right now, I shared on Facebook. You know what I get? I get a lot of Eves requesting to be friends with Archeom.com. Okay, Facebook page. But what they want to do is they're trying to sell you Forex trading with that doggone digital currency.
Yeah.
Or they're trying to tell you about selling their doggone cheap. And a lot of them will be trying to cut what I am. I go, hi, how are you doing? All that stuff. And I say, we are the man of the Lord. And they disappear and either unsubscribe from you, you know, unfriend you, or they disappear or they disappear. Because see what they see when they see a whole bunch of like videos up there with a bunch of jakes. They look at us as two things. One, either A, they're going to try to scam you and rob you to try to get you to spend money on digital currency, which is a bunch of crap. Okay. Or B, they want you to spend $400 or $500 so piece of thing snatch every that thousands of whatever the hell it is like that. You know, they're not looking for the scriptures. So I've had to turn around and have to unfriend them with them. Okay. Especially the dudes I'm trying to sell the doggone chicks. Okay. That exemption that's going to come when you go to the book of Job, like I talked about earlier, this Job 5, 7 verse 19, it says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 shall there no evil touch thee. In famine, because there's going to be famine, that's when the force or judgment, he shall redeem thee from death. Why is he saying, why did that end with the word death out? In famine, he shall redeem thee from death. You ever heard the saying, boy, you can starve to death? Literally, you are going to starve to death. Now, let me tell you about you damn big, and I want to do a video on this, Lord willing, and I remind me of that video I did with Kamikaze, you know? And let me tell you people there, especially you big old jakes, when you that big, when you starve, you're going to lose a lot of weight, and that skin is going to be hanging, so you're going to be very immobile, and then that flesh is going to stink and rot underneath there. Boy, you got a whole lot of things coming from you, boy. It's going to be more than just being hungry. I'm talking about your skin, like your skin and stuff. Let's get that itching. Ain't nobody can be able to cut that off his skin. Ain't gonna be no surgery. Ain't gonna be no doggone health system or nothing like that going on. So you starve to death. And it says, a family shall redeem me from death and a war from the power of the sword. Now, when you have a war, it don't mean that we're gonna be out there warring or anything like that, but there's gonna be a war that's gonna be going on with these cities going against each other. You get the national guard against national guard. You're gonna have precincts against precincts, man. Believe it or not, these cars can be shooting at each other, man. You can have all. This is gonna be this place when it goes down. The horror in this place is gonna be unimaginable. Lord willing, we actually see it. Yeah, we might be a little kind of. Well, actually, it says right here, we're not even gonna be scared. It says, "Thou should." It says, "Nothing's gonna get right in the power of the sword when all these calamities going on here with the death, people put each other to death. Thou should be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Neither shall thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh." So, see. Somehow the Lord is going to put the spirit in our body, little bodies that we have right now. And we're not going to be afraid. You may very well get the power of healing. I get the power of stomping or throwing tanks. Or we both might get the power of throwing tanks and have the ability to heal at the same time too. We don't know. As far as I know, we're the only 2 prophets out here in El Paso.
True, sincere prophets.
True, sincere ones. There's other guys out here talking, but they get the fringes t-shirt and cloth without cases like that. Maybe they come out of it or without cases like that. They're still out there. You know, and that's Yahweh Shemeshah makes that call. But we're the only ones that I know of that brings it out like this. It says, a destruction and famine. Okay, now let's start here. A destruction and famine, thou shalt allow, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. So we talking about what, the sword, the famine, and he's just talking about the beast. All right. Number 4 sword judgment here, and it says, "For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall get to thee. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin. Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thy offspring of the gods of earth." Of course, when we get taken off this place, we come back, we bring back the 2 Turks. Of course, that's going to be the everlasting kingdom. But in the meantime, we can be part of this. We can be part or see all of this tribulation that's going on here. What he said now, with thine own eyes, thou should see the reward of the wicked. Okay, we're going to be seeing the reward of the wicked. That's our people, okay, which we are going to see them. And the Lord is going to put the spirit of us not to help these people out. Because in this flesh, as hard as we talk, I did not doggone there if I see a Jake dropping dead like starvation, and I'm going to give him something. Plus, that's his weakness in his flesh we're currently in right now. But the Lord is going to put the spirit after sealing that. Okay, that's not going to be the case. He also is going to put the spirit in each Jake to make it that you don't do it right. Because see, these Jake right now come in a humble spirit now, like, oh man, like that. And you go, you can't, if you really could, you can't say no. Or at least you don't want to say no. So you go. Also, too, we also know the fact that sometimes angels disguise themselves as a beggar. Okay? As a beggar. So that Jake has no malice, and it's just a Jake that's just. When I say Jake, I'm talking male or female. Like I would say, can I have something like that? Of course, we're gonna have. But the Lord's gonna put a spirit in these Jakes to be like, freaking don't come at you and wicked thing, which is gonna be very easy for you not to help them out. Okay. And even if you pull something out like that, there's other Jakes who stand around who are so desperate, they might turn around and kill that Jake to grab who's going to help you that Jake with, or as soon as you give it to that Jake, 5 other Jakes come and take that Jake out to take what you just gave them. These are things you're actually going to be seeing. I remember when I used to go to Tijuana, I used to be very careful of helping anyone that come up to me like that because I knew once I helped one, massive one was going to come out of the blue. Okay? It also put me at risk also too. Okay? So now they're watching you. Okay? Because they know you the rich American coming over there. Exactly. So that also risky. Sometimes I had to say no. Or, okay, if I could get kind of like, sometimes what I would do is I walk with some change like that, knowing that I was going to get bag over there. So I can go like this and make sure it's small something. But you don't want to reach in your damn wallet and flipping through freaking going all this dollar bills and stuff. And that's like, boy, you get the federale, I'm going to grab that and take this. Which I did get robbed from them anyway. Which I did get robbed from the federale. I got robbed from them. It's all good, though. It's all good.
Yeah, we're subject to payments here anyway.
Yeah, man.
So it's pretty confirmation.
Yeah.
This place is not our place of rest, man. Okay, rest is not associated with being defrauded.
Yeah.
Okay, being manipulated. For profit. Okay, for benefits for people, whatnot. These are all a part of the deeds of the flesh, what God which have to get destroyed. That's why in the book of Job, chapter 11, verse 20, it says, "But the eyes of the wicked shall fail, and they shall not escape, and their hope shall be as a giving up of the ghost." The misery is going to get ready to happen. People are going to be so scared. Yeah, they're going to desire to die, man. Like it says in Revelation,
Hold on, I'm going to bring it out.
Read some night out.
Yeah, let me look for that. Keep going on. I'm going to bring it out.
Yeah, read this again. Job chapter 11, verse 20. It says, "But the eyes of the wicked shall fail, and they shall not escape. And their hope shall be the giving up of the ghost." And this is why we're seeing insights of this time coming, like where people are protesting and rioting, because that's the part of them expressing their displeasure with the hope they thought they had by begging these governments to stop being tyrannical, sexual, and manipulative. Okay, interfering with their unruly judgment. That's like begging the zebra to no longer have stripes. It's like begging the leopard to no longer have spots, man. See? Esau, the devil, the self-proclaimed white man, the devil the Bible speaks of, is indeed the devil that he was created to be, that he's preordained, and predestinated to be, predestined to be.
Esau, you're doing a beautiful job.
He's a beautiful devil.
You are doing a beautiful job, Esau, the so-called white man. Let me tell you something here. That's why we don't envy you, man. You are doing a beautiful job. It's very clear to us right now, like they're like, we were meant to be poor here. We were not meant to be executives and top dogs here. And we now accept that. I couldn't accept it for a long time. Like I said, you're a beautiful, beautiful demon, beautiful devil. Sorry, my so-called white man. Huh? You should get all kinds of award, man, for how wicked you is, man. Huh? You are the best.
No one can do it like you, boy.
You are the best devil. In fact, that's a great lesson to put out there. You are the best devil on. I'm going to read this out, and we'll talk for the talk. But this is where Revelation was talking about. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven upon the earth, and to him was given the key to the bottom of the spit. And he opened the bottom of his pit, and there arose a smoke of the pit as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke pit. There came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and upon them was given power, scorpions of earth, of power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither anything green, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their forehead. That means all the rest of you. So the 130 left and the 124,000 not that seal. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented for 5 months, and the torment was the torment of scorpions, waiting striking a man. And in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, but shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. So you got these demonic spirit that's going to be released here on this earth. That is going to torture the minds of the people here on this earth. Especially the people who actually want to have desire, because have continuity here in this place. Imagine, when if you're in a relationship, you don't want this person to break up with you. Anything for them. But they said in breaking up with you, you get a broken heart. Which I've never had, because I've never had that kind of love for any woman. Sorry, women. Sorry, girls. I just never had it. All right? We're a convenience.
It reminds me of that movie scene from that movie called The Wood,
Yeah.
where a boy is talking to the girl, telling the nigga woman, little, middle school and whatever, high school nigga woman, yo, when we gonna make love? She said, "You don't love me." Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
But certain men like to sweet talk you women just to get what they need, and then get done.
You're done.
That's another reason why the plantation is female. They put "I hate men." Because you women don't you were wandered you wandered into the path of darkness, right? Away from the ancient past of ancient wisdom, knowledge, understanding in regards to your lot as a woman.
Yeah, you don't.
So you don't actually know what it is. That's why you have a false perception of being a woman and overall living.
That's right.
That's why 1 Timothy 5:6 says she did why she lived. Well, majority of people that are going to be judged are going to be women. Okay, especially the tribe. You outnumber us by a long shot. The ratio of you outnumber us is not even comparable.
Yeah. Most chicks sitting in prison, dying of diseases, whatever the case is like that. These all gonna wipe them out real quick. Okay, wait till the hanging start going on. Okay, because these Edomites gonna be freaking, they're going to roll around with their windows screwed down with them damn ropes again. Okay, you wait. Okay, and your boys are not gonna stand beside you. They're not. They're not. How fast do you think you can run with your doggone pants sagging? Huh? Where you gonna go? When Esau right now have you all drugged up, and he's giving you the ability to legally smoke marijuana and do drugs, that's gonna alter your mind, pollute your body, pollute your temple. Okay? You're not gonna be mindful of what's going on around you. That's why the Lord said what? Be sober, be vigilant, for the devil, the adversary, the devil, like a roaring lion walking around seeing people. No. You can't be that way if you're freaking going on influence of drugs, man. You can't be that way if you're under the influence of the things here in Great Babylon, America, the ways and the light, plus drugs. That's why you see these doggone these new rap videos now. They not what is it called now? Like metal rap now or heavy metal rap?
Yeah.
Heavy metal rap now, where they go more demonic and dark and all that stuff right now. Okay, this is an Edomite shit, but now they turn around and they brought that into Jay. Okay, this is the reason why over the years they had Jay start integrating with these doggone Edomite singers. Okay, and I think the most popular one of them, earlier popular one of them was when Run DMC crossed over with Aerosmith. Okay, Aerosmith career them was down. Steven Tyler them career was down, and they came with that, and they redid his song and brought him back up to life. And in the interview, Steven Tyler said he didn't even know who Run DMC was, and he said they met on that. The first time he even met them was when they did the video. They didn't even know each other, but it revived his career. Okay, and these white boys, the way they do their music and stuff is really geared towards them and stuff like that. Do I listen to some of their music and stuff? Yes, I do. You know, I like good music, period, like that, or any good sound. But what, but even in that, they don't even delve into that freaking doggone demonic shit. There's a whole genre of that demonic shit that you don't really find in the doggone record store in the front rows. Those don't sell. They don't sell like the more popular ones, like the Rolling Stones and the rest. Their music is demonic too, but it's not like the rest. Not that. Who call like Quaff, some of these other have death metal shit like that. And now we have death metal freaking on hip hop. Demonic shit, man. Dude, Jason walk around with the eyeball all white and shit like this. Like, what the hell is this crap, man?
Jake's very impressionable. Fucking go to the chart. Why? Because Deuteronomy 28 and 28 said that the most Yahweh would smite us, our minds with madness, man. You know, and just to land back on that example with the music, it's always been used as a platform to make us detestable. Okay. It reminds me what Jay-Z, they made that song. That's when Jay-Z was like in his prime, like in 2001. And that's around the time where Jay-Z became like really popular after dissing Nas, you know, whatever. And then Jay-Z made a song, Linkin Park, and that shit blew up. It's called Uncle. I think, yeah, Uncle. You know? And so, you know, just land back with the brother saying, you know, Esau does that. Or DMX making a song Marilyn Manson. What kind of fucking weird ass collaboration is that? Then that song was called Demon, heavily demonic.
They do those things like that because what they're trying to say is this: we have always represented cool. When you go back in the 70s, you know that what's up, my brother? We have always been represented, as cool. You know, viewed as sodomites. Now they're saying what the new gays and gays black.
Yeah.
You know, right now Jake is not being looked at and taken serious. These other nations, they're not even scared of it. They're not even scared of you anymore. They're not scared of us anymore.
We don't have no power, man. Oh,
because they turn around and taking all the so-called gangster raps around the gangster bitches. Mike Tyson was psycho. They gave him a freaking on hemp farm, and now everybody's pocket with his back. You know, patting a big bulldog on his back, pit bull. And so now Jake is looked at as basically they look at you as now sodomites. We are that glitch in the matrix right now because see they realize why doesn't no one stopped up here yet except before we started camp we had one Jake. I perceive him to be a Jake. And he had a tear drop on his eyes, but he was asking for information, man, like about something. Because he's curious. What he saw was a sign with the explosion, the hydrogen explosion. He saw the gay pride stuff, and I've held it up many times to the camera. And so he saw that sign, and he also saw the sign with the MOTV. He had his little daughter in the car like that, and he's going to take it somewhere like that, but he got the site in which you could see not just us, but many other brothers who bringing out other stuff. You know, a whole entire site that he can get curious of.
Also, a plethora of videos.
Easy to find. It's just a site. It's a site that's created specifically to bring out this gospel. So you don't have to go. If you go on YouTube and try to type in GMS or anything like that, you're not going to find it. What Esau has done, he's gone and he's taken the word GMS and it's applied it to a whole lot of shit. General Mail Service. Okay, GMS. Okay, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so in the keywords of the site, you'll be very hard to find Great Millstone or any of us. You can't. So you have a site like Archeon that's designed that pull those videos forward. Sometimes it's uploaded, other times it's just linked to the YouTube video direct itself. It's easy to do it that way, which I've been doing all day. And now you can go watch it. If you choose to go on YouTube now and subscribe, you can do that.
Right. God says, seek you the Lord while you may be found, Isaiah 55th chapter, because there's not going to be a close percentage of our, because there's not only, well, besides YouTube, there's other platforms that we're on, you know?
Brothers are uploading up on like 4 or 5 ones.
Yeah.
You got Odyssey, BitChute.
Yeah. You got
that takes
Rumble.
work, man.
Then I'm on, I don't post videos on Instagram, but on Twitter and Instagram, I'm pushing the vibration of gospel on there. I don't just really just follow you on there like that. You know what I'm saying?
And you can actually on our film, you can actually there's buttons, I think, for Twitter, which you can actually just press that
Yeah,
button,
yeah.
and it will just share it over. And also with Instagram, like I have the Instagram one set up. And you can do it also with Facebook if you have a Facebook account. When you log in, and it's tied up to what your account is like that. But these are things you do because you don't understand the works, but it says works with faith is dead without works. I think I'm saying that right. Show me your works.
Yes.
If you have faith, show me your works. Well, when you get someone uploading on 4 different platforms, some it can take about 3 hours to put one session together. 5, 6 hours, depends on the complexity of it. Then you get to upload all the other different things like that. All of this is work. It's just taking you out of the world of doing a lot of things out here. Okay. And you get mad at yourself, when you can't come up with a damn lesson or the lesson isn't escaping your mind, or you can't get it quite the way you want it to go. But shout out, lesson. A lot of time my videos, I meant to go do X amount of videos and pictures. Man, as soon as while I'm editing, I have more and more and more and more. The brother is out and showing me how he actually does it. And he usually has this in queues. Like he has them pre-started, and then over the week he just works on them. He has them pre-started like a week ahead.
Like pre-recorded?
Yeah, pre-started, yeah. So we was discussing how long it takes to put these type of videos. Because he does the same way how I do mine with show and tell. I learned that way. I like show and tell. When I just see just like a damn page, I know everybody ain't got the skill and talent and stuff like that, but I think some people are being fucking lazy. Some cases like that. But that's how I learned. So I assume, especially when you do a lot of JP learn by big pictures, big numbers, man. I enjoy those videos of the brothers getting those news articles and stuff. Like, wow, I didn't know that. Like the Hunter Biden one with the little girl like that. Yeah. The one you did. Yeah. I was actually getting my car at Walmart. I was sitting down there, I was watching it, and I looked, I don't know why I was like, check this out. They get a little girl in the brown, and I was like, what the shit? Okay. I was like, I didn't know he was going like that. Like, damn.
That's how base and profane and violently devils are, man. And it's all coming out. They're all into that shit, man. The Clintons, that's why they go down there in Haiti to sexually exploit the children down there.
Some of the missionaries and some of they doing good things.
Yeah.
No, they're
doing good things, all right, for the flesh.
Yeah, they be waiting for like some hurricane or something to come down there so they can go down there. There's 3,500 children missing on the Bahamas right now from that hurricane a couple of years ago. They came down there in private planes and all that stuff like that. Somebody helping, and nobody's looking. Now 3,500 children are missing. Okay, 3,500 children are missing. And these Edomites, they rule wherever they go. There's roughly about a couple of thousand, they make up about 2 or 3% of the population of, say, the Bahamas. And yes, so they own everything over there. All the hotels, everything. The people down there are slaves. Doesn't matter what school you graduate from, you're either going to be serving this man or cleaning his crap.
That's Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. And it reads, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given into another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. Okay. All right, so there, so we don't have, because we don't have any power right now. Okay, we don't have a military associated with us. We don't have we don't have an intact community. At least in that aspect, Jake has some kind of idea on how to do that through, these gang organizations like, Tookie Williams, designed the Crips. That wasn't designed for carnality purposes. I mean, it wasn't designed to bang on people. It's fucking childish folly. It was designed to protect their community from Esau. The Esau infiltrated it, and then it went from there. Okay, but we don't have any minor hand case point, man. Okay, we don't, we don't have a government. Okay, the claim is our own. See that?
Shoot, worst case scenario, we don't even have cohesiveness.
That's the spirit.
We don't even have cohesiveness. In the truth, you should have everybody out there that's on the Bible with the sackcloth on. This is what it's supposed to look like. Dominant, and yes, so the majority of the brothers out there, or the majority of Jakes out there, proclaiming to be prophets, have the doggone fringes t-shirt. Are you actually outnumbers Grave No Stone? Okay, they outnumber. Damn, Sakari and all that. When you add all of them all up, even with the affiliates of Grave No Stone, which we would be, are not, our numbers are small in comparison to them. You get that one of their videos is they get more views than probably 20 of us combined together. Okay, because they do everything in the world. There's no cohesiveness, so they desire the Hebrew Israelites to impress Esau. Some of them go someone else. Hey, some of y'all are good, so y'all can make it too. Then y'all say, do you think the Malak is going to come back and then give a certain set of lands to Esau and go, you can continue on with Babylon the way it is, and I'm going to rule over here like that? And that's really what the people really believe. They really believe. That's why I put a video up the other day when I talked about there's no negotiation. You don't get it. You don't get it, Jake, and you don't get it, you damn Edomites. Death is coming for you. Can I repeat again? Great death is coming for you. There's no negotiation. You are going to go into slavery. You're going to be subject to the sword. Okay? And then you're going to be subject to that a permanent death at the conclusion of that 1,000 years. Now you think of 1,000 years. To us, it ain't going to be another damn thing because we're going to be immortal. Okay? And doing other works and stuff that across the galaxy. Okay? But that 1,000 years is going to be ruthless to y'all, man. Hey, boy, especially the first fruits. Let me give an example. The first set of people who went over to Afghanistan, those guys are telling me that they have no infrastructure. That infrastructure wouldn't come until close to 5 years later. So by the time I went to Afghanistan, I actually had a fully built base up in Seattle and all kinds of stuff. Okay? All kinds of stuff, man. Right? So I went during the good times when they were walking close. Okay? But the guys who went it the first time, the first set of group that went over there, in 2001, they were sleeping on the ground in MREs for like freaking 19 months straight. Boy, I don't know how they did that. Woo. Okay? So, what did it say? That they're going to you can turn your weapons of war into what, phones and gardening tools and all that stuff? The first fruit of slavery from you Edomites and you other nations. You guys are going to have it so rough, man, because not only are you going to be toiling the hardest in the beginning, you have to turn around and build equipment. Now, the children that you have during that first part, that first generation of slaves, they're going to come in and the tools are already going to be built. So generations afterward that comes is into slavery, they're going to already know what to do. They're going to be going, they can know where they can have where they fit in society to go work. But you first said, man, you're going to be resisting so hard. Man, boy, you're going to be working your ass off. But when we put you all Amalekites out there and have your ass turn around, melting damn shit, and freaking get out there to go fucking they're going to turn around. And get up all them dead bodies and all that other shit. Yeah, the earth is going to be jacked up. You got to remember, this is a physical thing. When your house shot comes back, those things what you call UFOs, those are actually physical. These are actual physical things that fly and shooting things that can kill you. So you can imagine when these lasers hit the ground, they're taking holes like what, 15, 20 feet from the ground, blowing things up, fires all over the place. People dying, they're injured. Those who ain't died from that, they can be injured, they can die, they can succumb to their injuries. I mean, you can have a earth that's chopped up. Hell, off, man. Somebody's got to clean that crap up. Somebody's got to go down to the ocean and go pull up all them damn planes and crash out and them ships and things. Okay?
See, this is the thing. Said, if it's here, Malachi chapter 4, verse 1 reads, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up to the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." So this is speaking. That's why in Second Ezra is the 15th chapter, speaking about the glory of that power shall be dried up as a flower. Okay, what force is going to dry up? Wait, what force is that going to come by way of this? The element of heat. So it's not just going to be wicked people that are going to be burned up to stubble. It's going to be America, Babylon the Great as a whole, man. That's why here in Jeremiah chapter 49. All right, Jeremiah chapter 49, verse the point is in 17, but we'll start verse 15. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 15. It reads, "For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as an eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, said the Lord Yahweh." Like, we saw that, the satellite stratosphere, like it speaks about Isaiah 4 chapter. We're identifying who the so-called luminaries are. Okay. All right, the upper echelons of the Edomite nation or confederacy. This nation/confederacy. Here's the point. In Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 17, it reads, "Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Every one that goes by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plague thereof. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, said the Lord Yahweh. No man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it." But just like the neighbor cities of Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed, including the two typical cities, Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, it's going to be similar to the cities in America, all 50 cities in America, Babylon the Great being destroyed. This is why here in St. Matthew chapter 24, verse 2, it reads, "And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down." All these stones of ancient Roman architecture, like the White House, like that of which the White House is composed of, those buildings down in the UK, further confirms this is modern day Rome all over again. The pagan Roman Empire is going to be destroyed. But the Roman Empire is responsible for the death of Mashiach Yahushua. It's actually Jake that conspired with the Roman Edomites to have the Yahushua crucified. Hence why in Revelation 1 it says that he's going to destroy those who pierce him. Talking about you Roman Edomites. Further confirms reincarnation. The other also confirms that Rome, modern day Rome, prophesied in Malachi, the first chapter, is going to be destroyed once and for all. Okay? The infrastructure, all that shit's going to be destroyed, man. The planes, the boats, everything. All these buildings of ancient Roman architecture, they're all going to be swallowed up in that lake of fire and radiation of that destroying wind spoke about in Jeremiah the 51st chapter. And we see that in movies like Terminator 2 with Sarah Connor on the fence. We see that in movies like The Knowing with Nicolas Cage. See this most recent Black Mirror. I was watching this episode within the new season of Black Mirror. You check it out. You haven't already checked it out. It's on Netflix. But anyway, there's an episode on there. Where imminent death came through that destroying wind. Okay, because Black Mirror is basically a show predictive programming that simulates prophetic events. All this shit's gonna be destroyed. All this confusion, including that shit that just rolled by right now, it's all gonna be swallowed up, and it's like a fire and radiation and destroying. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 7 says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierce him, reincarnation, and all kingdoms of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen. Why are they gonna wail? Ain't nobody ever seen the power that's gonna be coming like how he's gonna come. It's not gonna be these docile alien ships coming over here like that. They're gonna be a power that you can't even begin to comprehend. Think about it. G-forces that would snap you in two. These ships can move. Transversing in space. Now, where the Malak come from, we have no clue. Fourth dimension, third dimension, we have no clue. But how you're traveling in something called ships, and they're going to be some advanced ships too, and huge. This is going to be screaming.
Well, you can be coming from, you know, what these people, what these so-called scientists refer to, you know, as the so-called fourth dimension, okay, the third heavens that Apostle Paul spoke about. You see, that you people ignorantly refer to as just simply heaven. Okay, it's going to literally descend into this realm. Okay, through the fathership. I was glancing up at the sky last night. I just imagined how massive this thing could be, how horrifying the sight of it's going to be. Another reason why people are giving up ghosts. Spoke about it in the 21st chapter.
I was just dreaming of doggone chariots this morning.
Weird.
Okay.
Weird.
I saw a doggone two of these doggone fighter jet chasing one, which is kind of crazy because this thing was just like crawling and moving as slow as it can move, and these jets still couldn't catch up with it. Then I saw another big ass one. That was a weird looking ship too. You know, I see Jared in my dreams a lot. I don't know why I get them, but I see them. In my sleep, I look up in the sky, and then the sky like almost like scroll apart, like almost like I have supervision, like I can see in the space. And I'll see them going across. And every now and then I get these kind of dreams. I don't know why, because I don't really watch space movies. So I can't be listening. But that's what's coming back.
Why having those visions and the chariots this here. It's Acts chapter 2, verse 19. It says, like verse 17. It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days, said the Most High God, Yahweh, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Okay? So Yahweh Shemashai is opening up the depths of the mind, the spirit within the mind, to witness what he's going to unleash upon earth. That's prophecy, ultimately, including these chariots, including the fathership of all chariots, manned by Yahweh Shai. Okay, descending to this realm, destroy the house of the thief, like it says in Zechariah 5. Okay, house of the thief, none other empire but America.
That's right.
Established. It was that evil empire, that bloody city established by or bloodshed, like it says Habakkuk 2 and 12. This place has an expiration date on it. This is what people don't understand. See? So they think that since judgment is not always expedient, that it's far off. So they don't know the Heavenly Father. They have a perception of him. That's gonna be their ruin.
And they really want what's that called? Back so close? But see, people expecting like, oh, okay, I want to break all at once, everybody. We're running with the head cut off, which is why when we say it's already started, you don't believe it. But that's gonna take place where it says they're gonna be running to and fro looking for answers. Okay, when they know that there was a prophet that was among them. Because at that stage, the elect would have already been sealed. We were no longer now privy to hear this word anymore. But you think we're going to be on the highway, the byway when the cars are driving by shooting each other? You nuts? Huh? You think we're going to be on here? You think we're going to go in the summer side Walmart when they ransacking that place and grabbing all the food out there and they then kill the security? You think we're going to be standing out there going, see, we told you? No. We'd be laughing. That was a video Jake put out where he was about to do camp out in Duquesne. So he moved. You don't want to be around these savage beasts, man.
Yeah, it says 2 Corinthians 6:14. All right. How the light has no communion with the darkness. It said, be not unequally yoked with the let me get that real quick. Come on, that's it. Be not unequally yoked with non-believers, man. You know? Or hang out with them, have barbecues with them. Nah. Because I was listening to a brother the other day. Yo, his family asked him to hang to hang out and shit like that. He's always coming up with an excuse. Because he don't want to be there. Yeah. When Jake started making the same excuse not to come to camp, all right, not to work, that's when that can be unprofitable for that man. Right? When it becomes a trend, and I've seen it myself. Man. Oh, no, something came up. What the fuck you mean something came up, man? Now, I'm not the most high. You don't have to answer to me. But that's not brotherly, man. Yo, I got a doctor's appointment. All right, bet. All right, do your thing. Yo, I'm going out of town. All right, bet. Yo, I'm at the plantation. Simple shit, dude. Because otherwise, it comes across as evasive. Well, these people in the world, man, fuck all that, man. But listen, I'm not, those rules don't apply to them because they're brute beasts. No, I'm not coming. That's all you need to know. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be around you out there. Then I'm like, no, I want to be hindered and influenced, all right, by the demons you have on. Now, does that say Matthew 24 chapter that if at all possible, they could deceive the very elect. So because we're always supposed to walk circumspectly out here. Okay. But say the Shaitan is always lurking out here, man. Okay. So now we're supposed to be, it's very prevalent and imperative now, be the time to watch out for the fiery darts of wicked. Okay, by praying for more eyesight. That in Revelation 3rd chapter, so that would be before service. Because you can never have enough wisdom. That's why our forefather keeps out. Our pre-incarnation and house God, pray for that, and that please Heavenly Father house. Because he understood, because King Solomon understood that of flesh. And the benefits of being fruitful in the spirit. Why? Because the flesh profits and the spirit quickens. So no matter how much your back aches, hey, we standing on fucking concrete right now, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not healthy for the spine. For 2-3+ hours.
Yeah. But none of you little doggone punks got anything to say. I'm 20 years older than him. All kinds of life injuries and shit. I come out. I don't make excuses not to go to the gym. I don't miss the gym if I don't have to. The only time I miss the gym is the Sabbath. Other than that, I'm out there every single time. I got snap neck right now, but you know what? Like I said earlier, you got to man the hell up, man. You're working for the Malak. You won't give no damn excuse to no Esau. So why are you going to give excuse to the Malak? And if you can't make it to camp, you come over to this section. Do your camp in the other section. You can do camp. Do the work. The goal is to do the damn work. Your head ain't have to be able to ask of the brothers every single time. But do the work. That's the goal right there. Is to do the work. When you make excuses not to do the work, that's where the problem comes in. 20 if you don't need to sign up in one spot. Spread that up, man. 5 over there, 5 over there, 5 over there. That's it. All 20 guys in one spot is not a class. Yeah.
Work out your own salvation.
Exactly. Here in terms like
Can't say it. We're of one mind and we understand that. Second Ezra, chapter 7, verse Second Ezra 7 and 7. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, on the left a deep water. Okay, so that means there's little room for error. Like it says in St. Matthew 7:13. Speak about the straight and narrow gate of righteousness. To the source of our salvation, which is how about Shem and Shem. You know, that's why Yahweh said, Yahweh said, I'm your savior and none else. A lot of simple Jake will take that and say, like Sakari, and they'll be like, oh, see, that means you don't have to worship Yahweh Shah. Okay, we try telling that to his face, when we return to this realm. Okay, I'll laugh you to scorn before eviscerating your ass.
He made it very clear. Nobody comes to the Father except through me. Meaning what? He made it very clear, Revelation 1. Okay, the first and the last. All right. So, y'all do what you want to do.
Yes, verse 8, 2 Ezra 7 and 8 says, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. Verse 9. If the city now were given to a man for inheritance, if he never shall pass a danger set before it, how shall he receive his inheritance? So that's why this straight and narrow gate of righteousness is a very narrow path. Okay, where there's little room for error, man. Where any minute thing can wave you in the face. If Yahweh by Shemi Shah so choose for that to be part of your faith, which our faith was already predetermined for people even born. You got Jake riding by here with a fucking Chucky doll and a padded suit. Probably second grade dude. Them kind of Israelites. Okay. Won't not truly understand this concept here. They think it's a wide the path is a wide path. Oh well, I can sin as much as I want and I just need forgiven if I have quote unquote Jesus in my heart. Right? It said in Jeremiah 17 and 9 that the heart is desperately wicked, man. Who can know? Because Yahweh by Shema Shai constantly stretches out the reins of the heart. All right? Case in point. So like I said in Sirach 23:19, the eyes of Yahweh by Shema Shai are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. And we can't get one over Yahweh by Shema Shai. So we're always supposed to constantly examine ourselves. Okay? And do as much as we can to please him. That's a evil like it says in Sirach the 43rd chapter. Because our righteousness is of filthy rags. See? So being that, so judgment is going to start at the house, the congregation of Yahweh by Shema Shai, or more so the people that are not even considering keeping the words, keeping the sayings and words of Yahweh by Shema Shai, man. To be governed in them for their salvation. They believe they're already saved. That's why a lot of these Christians say, oh, well, I'm saved. And then the brother will ask him, well, what do you saved from? Well, I think it was I was watching Elder Monat's Dog's camp on Friday. I believe Jay came up and said, I'm saved. And he responded by saying, so what do you say from? So well, it's easy to say that you're saved in a life of constant comfort. You can go to a GMO eatery restaurant, feed your face at will, or go to a bar and drink yourself to oblivion. Okay, or link up with some harlots and screw them all damn day. See, for example, to live a life of a glutton, a whoremonger, all right, and so forth. This is St. Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Okay, and it's there at the end of all things. Okay, like I said, 1 Peter 4:7. Okay, watch to pray. For the end of all things is not the end of Esau either. Because Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is beginning with that father. Right? Right? No, but whoever was watching was edified and exhorted. And whoever when they come across this camp epistle, on July 2nd, will be edified and exhorted. Oh, 2 days before Independence Day. On Dog Star Worship Day.
Yep.
Okay. And so-called independence of these devils, man, going back to the Illuminati birthday, 1776. Mm-hmm. Right? And so anyway, we're gonna face east. All right, all praise. Glory and honor and power to God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Right? All right, I'm going to utter in the ancient Hebrew. Ashna, it's like Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, Barakah. God praise the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, names only God say. Okay, our strength, our redeemer, our life, our salvation. Right? And Ashna, Kapwadi, the Hasakal, shout to our crowd, devil unders the cause of love, Chef of Israel, all the lights and lights of flying, Matthew across the four corners of the earth, and also pushing sound doctrine, creating Syria, and Shalom, so the house of David, right, 144,000 elect up in body, and the rest of 1/3 elect men, women, children, business. All right, with that, above, all right, PTA,
Above.
soon,
Very,
very, very soon.
very, very soon.